Do you have a flexible morning routine? That is what I'm going to be talking about today. I talked about having a flexible schedule last week, and I'm saying this from a place of experience because I wouldn't have considered myself your typical morning person. So today I'm going to be sharing just how I got to a place where my mornings feel a lot better as a stay-at-home-ish toddler mom. So make sure to keep watching. So just to start off, I think that we all have really good intentions about waking up and getting an hour workout in and doing all this stuff before the baby wakes up. But if I'm gonna be really honest with y'all, we sometimes need to build ourselves to that. And that's something that I was noticing with myself. I was noticing like, dang, like I never wake up with enough time to do anything. I was starting to feel like not resentful, but it was like, how does anybody wake up that early, right? And then I had to tell myself, girl, practice what you preach. So I started to work on what could be a flexible morning routine because some days, some nights just are different. And I don't want to go back into my all or nothing. Like either I woke up and had a great 1 hour and a half morning to myself, or the morning was trash, everything's trash, right? Like there's got to be some medium place to go. So today I'm going to be showing you three of the morning routines that I started off with, and the fourth, which is the current one. So first, before jumping into the routines, I wanted to share my intention behind these. So the intention I had written down in my journal was to have a good enough morning routine that ranges and that helps me prioritize a little bit of me time and pour into my cup before picking up my baby. So that's really the first step before you jump into any morning routine for yourself is figure out your why. Like, why do you want to do this? Because that is going to be the thing that's going to keep you aligned and grounded in whatever works for you. And then you'll be able to flex based off of those intentions, right? Maybe right now, these days, it's amazing when I can work out in the morning, but maybe in the near future, I'll have babysitting during this time, or that'll be my prime workout time, right? Maybe my mornings will switch, but my intention will still be how do I make sure that I get a little bit of me time, a little bit of poured into before starting the day with my toddler. So the first semi morning routine, flexible morning routine that I had written down was a 5 minute morning routine. So this is, those days when like you wake up and you're like, oh my gosh, what time is it? Like the baby's about to wake up. I don't have time for other stuff. It's okay. Breathe. It's okay. So I'm going to share what I wrote down. Wake up, start the day with my positive playlist. Music, y'all. Music has been one of my grounding activities, just what helps me set up the environment. I specifically like this worship playlist that I have with some Maverick City and some Forrest Frank, and it just reminds me to focus on what matters. So that's a little tangent on the playlist. And wash my face, put a little bit of lotion on, a little bit of deodorant. Like sometimes that's the bare minimum. And then, like I mentioned in my other flexible schedule routine, sometimes I will have most of the time she will nap by herself at least 2-ish hours a day total, sometimes even three, but closer to two. So if I don't get that shower in earlier in the day, I might just use one of the later nap times to get my shower in. And then if I have a little bit of wiggle room, like let's say I actually have 10 minutes, then I might go start my coffee, have my little shake or a tea, whatever it looks like. Some of the things that I keep in mind is that no IG the first hour-ish in the morning. If I can wake up earlier, then I just know that I have more wiggle room. Then the next one is my 15-ish minute routine. And this is when if I wake up and I know that, like, okay, I got at least 15 minutes, I'll wake up, I'll put my playlist on, the same playlist. Then I'll do a quick shower, lotion deodorant, make my coffee, and then get the baby. So if you can see, like the main difference between 5 minutes and 15 minutes was that I was able to shower. And that shower is clutch sometimes. Then the next one, I actually thought I had four, but I guess I have five. The next one, which is the third one, is if I have 35 minutes. I know it sounds like a random number, but it's ish, so around 35-ish minutes. that's when I can wake up, put my playlist, take my shower. I can take a little longer shower, maybe 10 minutes, and then I can make my coffee and then 15 to 20 minutes of self-care. So whether that is a full-on Bible plan, a full-on um, chapter of a book, a meditation, whatever it looks like. Then the fourth one, that's when I jumped to about 45-ish minutes. So be mindful. I did not start here when I first started trying to change my relationship with the morning and my morning routine. But when I had this amount of time, I would wake up, put my playlist, shower lotion, deodorant, make my tea, and then do my Bible plan and journaling together, which typically takes me about 25 to 30 minutes, and then I get my baby. And I did want to make a note on the journaling. Originally, I actually tried to journal for way too long and I just kept failing. I kept trying to do like 30 minutes and be able to do like my Bible plan and everything. It was too much. It was too much. And I discovered 3-minute journals, which is I just journal for 3 minutes, whatever's on my mind. And that has been way more successful. So I do want to just plug that if you're like, I don't know about journaling, but maybe it could be good for me. Then I would say start with 3 minutes. And then I'm going to jump into my current morning routine, which is now closer to an hour, hour and a half sometimes. And this just happens like usually Tuesday to Thursday. So like 2 to 3 days a week. I'll wake up at 5:30, drink some water, get ready for a little workout class, which shout out at Nurtured in Movement. I think that's what it's called. I hope that's what it's called, but I'll correct if it's wrong. Then Ashley gives me a good little workout. And if I don't have one of her classes, I'll just put something on YouTube. And that will take me about till 6:30. And then from there, I will do my 30-minute-ish routine. So it's showering, that's doing a little 3-minute journal, and sometimes even starting my coffee and grabbing my shake. So that's kind of the fifth morning routine that I have. So my hope is that this just helps you see that you don't need to have the wildest, most jam-packed morning routine to have a good morning. It really will be individualized to your capacity. How much time do you have? When did you go to sleep? How is your baby sleeping? Right. But I don't want you to think that you cannot have a time to fill your own cup first if you don't have all that time, even if it's 5 minutes and when you're washing your face and you're jamming to your music and you're dancing, like that can be a little energy boost. And then just make sure that you have these little micro energy boosts throughout your day. So maybe if it's when your baby naps for the first time, if they're still napping on you, maybe you listen to a meditation in your headphones, or you read a book or listen to a book, right? Like there can be times throughout the days, because if you're anything like me, you might have found that it's really hard to do the same things that you used to do pre-baby or pre-child or pre-extra responsibilities. But that doesn't mean that just because it doesn't look like that, that you can't still have a good morning. So I hope that one of these clicks, that you try it out, even if it's starting with your 5-minute one and then working up to whatever is realistic to you. I just hope that you have good mornings and that you take care. All right. And also, if there is one that you're like, oh my gosh, I did that, it worked, let me know in the comments, because I'm a little chismosa and I love to hear about people doing good stuff, so taking care of themselves. So make sure to follow and subscribe for any content, for more content. And then you can also go to connectwithjaylee.com just for more information about what I got going on. I hope y'all take care.